Hello, I'm Rob Anderson. This is another of my short videos putting together some great business ideas that you can use to run a business from home or for that matter from anywhere in the world. Today's example, I'm going to use a lead generation business. Okay, now with lead generation businesses, there are obviously thousands of possibilities because there's thousands of different businesses models or business models. Every business needs leads, but some of them are more prone to or better business models to use for lead generation. In this example here, I'm going to just run through the sort of ones you can do. Doctors, houses for sales, all of these will work. I recently met an owner of a website that was earning millions of rands, which is well into the hundreds and thousands of dollars, with a lead generation business in South Africa. And all they were doing was offering the people that arrived on their website the choice of getting 3 quotes from 3 highly qualified businesses. And they would then resell those leads to each of those 3 companies. So, for example, if you had called in or you'd gone online and looked up generators, you would arrive at their website and they would say, "Thank you for coming here. Are you looking for a high quality generator? Yes, thank you. Please complete these details and we will get you 3 quotes." That's what they do. So you're given your details. They take those and they sell it 3 times, the same lead. They sell it to 3 companies that they've approved and are of a decent standard and are obviously willing to pay for the leads. So you would obviously have to go into a bit of effort in calculating the value of the leads, how much are people prepared to pay. For example, I know if somebody with property in rands in South Africa, I think the average is 2,500 rand that you get paid if you send an estate agent, a buyer or a seller, and the deal goes through. So 2,500 rand per sale. If you had a lead generation business for properties, and let's say you only worked a single area, Midrand, and in that area you generated a lot of inquiries and you sent those 3 inquiries on through a carefully worked out system. It's not as simple as, oh yeah, just switch on this button and you've got guys to sell your leads to. But once it's set up, you sending it on to 3 people, the chances of you getting your sale every time is fairly high. So if you gave out 50 high quality leads a month, it's not impossible to get, 20 sales, because those 50 have gone to 3 people. So you've effectively given out 150, you get 20 houses sold, and you make, whatever that is, 50,000 rands for your month's work. So yeah, the possibilities, I'm not going to go too much into it for this example. Let me show you the one I wanted. Just to add this, by the way, you can do extremely highly targeted local searches. So you could have them targeting just Kensington. You could switch to regional, say Johannesburg, landscapers in Johannesburg, dentists in Johannesburg. You could do provincial, so as you're covering Pretoria, Midrand, everywhere in Gauteng, and doing those results, pest control, whatever it is, Gauteng. Countrywide is very good because very often your search results by your local search engine, Google, will give you countrywide results. The only harder part of that is that you obviously have to have pest control, as an example, pest control people in every city. So you need somebody in Kimberley and somebody in Bloemfontein that is prepared to take on your leads and obviously pay you. Just a final comment on this. You could obviously work this internationally. You do not need to actually be a resident of Johannesburg to target that. So I could, for example, target Pest Control Dallas, dentists in Miami. It doesn't matter. Because once you've got your machine set up, it works from there. Just to give you an idea of the numbers, I randomly chose one from my previous list, and it's the pools one. In South Africa, per month, there are 6, 7, 8, 9, looks like to be about 10,000 variations of inquiries. So 10,000 people looking up swimming pools. obviously they're not all 10,000 and not buying pools. You're not even going to get all 10,000 of them on your website. But if you've done a decent enough job, you're going to get 5,000 people. Now, 5,000 people that are looking up gunite pools, fiberglass pools, portable pools, pool prices, swimming pool, whatever it is, they're not doing that for fun. They're doing it because they're curious or they are in the market to buy a swimming pool. If somebody's looking up swimming pool prices, they're unlikely to all be doing school projects. But the point is that you've got a pool, pun intended, of buyers. So if you took those 10,000, so 5,000, if you took the 3,000 real potential buyers and trimmed them down to 10%, if that's correct, you could be earning commissions from as many as 300 swimming pools. I'm just guessing these numbers, close enough. A lot of the numbers I do know. The 10,000 is real, Google tells me that. I know a highly optimized website gets 45 to 50% keyword related searches. So there's your 5,000 visitors to your website. They're highly targeted in the first place because you optimized for the keywords, swimming pool prices, etc. So it's then how effectively you've worked the look of your website and how well you've created what I've called the funnel, and warmed up or pre-sold those leads. So by the time you sell them to your lead generation sites, they're in fact really high quality leads, and there's a very high chance you'll earn your commission. Okay, so how do you set up one of these businesses? Well, actually it's very easy. You build a website using a content management system that is keyword optimized and search engine orientated, which means, as you might know it vaguely as SEO. Unfortunately, SEO is an extremely abused term, and most people do not have a single tiniest clue as to what is involved. But I'll get a bit into that just now. Bottom line is, build yourself a WordPress website. Do it correctly. Do the correct structuring, the correct sitemaps, do the correct social marketing, build the correct tentacles to it. In other words, bloggers, Facebooks, Twitters, YouTube accounts, Google Plus accounts. Get yourself registered on local maps. You build a machine, and that brings in the customers. Then you set up your referral lead generation affiliate system with the guys that you would send your leads to. You structure it in an agreement. A lot of people question me on this, by the way, and they say, yeah, what if the guy doesn't pay you? Well, as soon as he stops paying you, you stop supplying him leads. At the very worst, you lose a month of leads. Businesses are happy to pay. Remember, they do not want to go to the trouble of building websites that work, in inverted commas. They don't even understand that. All of them have got websites, I can tell you now. They're just so badly built. They're built by an ordinary common or garden idiot website developer that's overcharged them for a nice looking website, half the time PHP or Joomla or something that's not getting Google's attention. And that's great for us because we know how to, or I can show you how to build this website that Google absolutely loves. And Google brings you the inquiries, you send them to the referral systems, and you get paid. It's as simple as that. Okay, so make it sound easy. It's not. I've got 5 years full time of doing this, and it took me a year and a half before I even realized that I didn't know a thing. Well, I kind of knew, but I thought, whatever. I'm going to send you a link to a free report or two. Basically, it's to keep you within my funnel. It's as simple as that. I do what I'm doing, or I would have you do to other people. But from here, you can get a WordPress website set up, you can buy a domain, you can get your own hosting, you can do your own content and set up your structure. You could learn how to do it from YouTube totally for free. I do have a few $5 books that would give you a much better grounding and get you started. I've got places I could send you to that you could get step-by-step training that's fairly inexpensive. In fact, downright cheap compared to getting a university degree or building a business. At the price of a few restaurant meals, you could get yourself taught. And then, of course, the one of the ways I'm promoting in a big way lately is I will build the entire business for you. And the reason I've finally got past this teaching people how to do it literally from step by step to where I'd rather build a business for you is I found that it really frustrates me when I spend a long time showing people how to do all of this, hours of training. They pay a lot of money to me, and then they never get to the end, because it is in fact a lot of stuff to learn and apply, and it does use up a lot of time. You don't just build a business, like you would a bird feeder. You've got to, on a weekend, you got to put a couple of hours a day into it, preferably a full day's work for 6 months. And well, that's not necessarily entirely needed, but yeah, that if you did a full day's work for 6 months and knew what you were doing, you would have an extremely powerful business within 6 months, earning you a full-time income, and if not 3 full-time incomes, and can still even grow from that. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to add a few links below this, or around this, upside down and behind this video. You've got to find them. Follow it. And if you want to have that lifestyle, the dream lifestyle, working for yourself, working from home, earning 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times the income that you're getting now, do it. Start now. You can do it part-time. You can build it as you go. You do not need to give up your job tomorrow because you've got an urge to start a business today. But research it properly. Make sure you do it right, and you'll never be sorry. Appreciate it. Thanks for your time. Any questions? Use the system to follow my details and find an email address. Contact me, and I can help you with pleasure. Thank you. Cheers.